Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't notice, my background is a little bit different. It has been 100 all week here in New York, and I don't have an air conditioner in my beauty room, so I could not do a video in there. It was just way too hot. So if you hear an air conditioning in the background, that is what that is. So I wanted to do a foundation review, and I thought it'd be a perfect day to test this foundation because it's been so hot. Now, this was really popular when it first came out. It's the Milani Conceal foundation, the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. They consider this foundation and concealer. I wouldn't use this for both just because I like something lighter on my under eyes. I got shade 03 light beige. So this was really popular a while ago. I hadn't tried it because I'd gone in the store once and tried kind of like doing some swatches in the drugstore, which you're technically not supposed to do. I was really turned off by the odor of this. It just had a really gross smell odor, and it was oxidizing a lot, so I was like, I'm not gonna bother. But I heard so many positive things about it, and I've been wanting to do a lot more drugstore related videos for you guys. I just feel like it's more realistic and it's easier for people to go out and spend money on drugstore products versus high-end products. Not that I don't love those products, of course I do, but I want to make this channel a little bit easier for the everyday type of person. So anyway, guys, according to this, it's medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. So that's like perfect for us to test it out today. I do have a dress on, by the way. All right, so I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I have no primer on. I put lotion on my face, and that is it. So I have a damp sponge, and we're going to go ahead and see how this works out, guys. So I'm going to do my concealer just like I do all the time. So I'm just going to take some. It has a pump. And I'm going to pump some. That's one pump. Let's just start with one and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting it on the right side of my face. Hopefully this matches. I'm scared because it does look a little bit dark for light beige. And like I said, I've read that this oxidizes, so I hope it doesn't get too dark. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 more pumps on here and kind of just bop it around my face and start evenly spreading. I'm looking in the viewfinder, guys, because I had to move my camera, and I'm on this little table. I'm not where I usually have my stuff set up, so I'm kind of have this mirror. I don't have my big mirror that I normally like to use. So guys, I don't put stuff on my under eyes because I want the least amount of product possible under my eyes. What do we think of the match? I think right now it's okay, but if it oxidizes and gets darker, it's going to be too dark for my skin tone. It doesn't look too pink that I can see right now, so that's good because I hate a lot of drugstore foundations. They don't have a lot of lighter shades and yellow undertones, which drives me nuts. But I'm pleasantly surprised, guys. It looks like it blended out nice and easy. It's not streaky, it's not blotchy, it's not like I put it down somewhere and it kind of like made a stain. You know how some full coverage foundations can do that if they don't blend well, but this looks like it's blending nicely, guys. What do you think? Let me zoom you in. This is how it's looking on my skin. Now it obviously doesn't look matte. There is a sheen to it. Does it say on here? Directions. Apply a dime size amount of product with fingertips or a brush beating at the center of the face, blending outward. I probably used about a dime size, maybe a smidge more. That's all it says, and then it has ingredients, so it doesn't have anything on the claims of the finish. As of right now, I don't think it's luminous. I'd say it's kind of like a satin finish. So I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and put concealer on and powder and do the rest of my makeup, and I will check back in and let you guys know how other products are laying on top of it. Alright guys, I am back. So I put on my concealer, some powder, some contour, some highlight, and just mascara Kept it really simple today because, like I said, it's been basically 100 degrees all week here. So I'm gonna wear this throughout the day. It is now 11:52, guys, so I will wear this for a while. I am gonna be going outside doing some shopping and stuff like that, so I will be out in the heat, you know, in and out of air conditioning and whatnot. So this, you know, again, it's said that it's long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof. So we will see how it does in this really hot weather. So now that I have it on, my thoughts, let's see. Well, other products blended fine over. I didn't notice, you know how sometimes you put concealers over foundation and then your foundation kind of like gets taken off. I didn't notice that at all. The foundation stayed put, you know, because I put a little concealer there, and under my eyes for highlighting, and it seemed to go fine. Powders seemed to be blending fine over top of it. I did not use a primer, but if you have large pores, I would definitely recommend a primer because it definitely didn't do anything for my pores at all. It didn't help disguise them at all. Again, there was no claims for that, but it didn't do anything like that to help them. But yeah, we will see. I don't have any like major complaints right now. It seems okay. Let me zoom you in a little bit so you guys can see my face. I don't know if you can see. Can you see my pores? Yeah. So here's my nose. It does look a little bunchy around my nose, but yeah, the pores that are in this area, you can definitely see. You know, this is my chin, so it's like, you can definitely tell I have foundation on. By the way, if you're wondering, that's those Ciate London lipsticks, those glitter flips, I love those. But yeah, so this is how it's looking once it's powdered down. And yeah, it looks okay. Do I like my Estee Lauder more? Yes, I do. I've yet to find a foundation that I like more than that. But anyway, guys, so yeah, it seems to be looking fine. I'm excited to see how it's gonna look throughout the day. Maybe it'll look a little bit more natural if some of my natural oils start to come through. I did use a setting spray because I wanted to give this a fair shot like I do all of my other foundations. I typically don't use primers. Sometimes I use one to fill up my pores, but no primer, just the foundation, powder, and a setting spray. Again, I use Maybelline setting powder all the time, so I use the same powder that I use, and I use my Scandinavia setting spray that I typically use. Looking in the mirror right now, it looks fine. I think the color match is okay. I believe it's done oxidizing, so we should be okay throughout the day, but I will do some check-ins later today, guys, and we will see how this is holding up in the heat. All right, I will see you in a bit. Hey guys, I am back doing a check-in. It is 4:59, so about 5 o'clock. So as I mentioned, it's really hot today, and I've been in and out of like air conditioning and whatnot. I was outside actually attempting to weed whack, so I was outside in the heat. I'm not usually a sweaty person, so I mean, obviously it's humid and whatnot, but I'm looking up close and my chin's a little shiny, which is usually the area that gets shiny on me anyway. No matter what foundation I wear, if I do get shiny, it tends to be in that spot. I also don't know if this was considered a matte foundation. It looked kind of like satin as I had put it on, but let me zoom you guys in so you can see it. Clearly my lipstick's all like messed up. I've been eating lunch and whatnot. But this is my chin, guys. So it's a little shiny. I'm getting a little cakey and whatnot in the nostril area, but this is how the rest of the face is looking. It's still intact. It hasn't faded anywhere. So if you are just looking at me, you know, from a distance, not super up close, it's still looking pretty good, guys. Minus my shiny chin. I'm not going to powder because I want to leave this on a little bit longer and see how it lasts all day. So yeah, no major complaints yet. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary for any type of foundation. I expected maybe a little bit of shine in my chin area, but yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more than my Estee Lauder for sure. I don't get that shiny with that foundation, and I am looking shiny, I feel like, in the nose area here. But same thing with my pores. It didn't do anything for them, and as the day went on, nothing really changed. You know, you can still see pores and texture in my skin and whatnot. So that's the update for now, guys, and how it's going throughout the day. I will do one more check-in a little bit later, maybe around 8 p.m., and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the Milani foundation. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, I wanted to do my final check-in. Obviously, it's a little bit darker. The sun was coming right down, so I couldn't really be right in front of the window. But it is 7:27, guys. Let me show you the time. So it is 7:27. So I've had this on for quite a while from when I initially put it on in the video. And as you can see, don't mind my crazy lipstick because I've not reapplied it and I've been eating throughout the day. But I'm looking in my viewfinder so I can tell you guys what I'm talking about. It's definitely, it doesn't stay matte enough for me. Lighting's kind of crappy, but you can see how oily, oh my god, that lipstick's crazy, but you can see how oily this is. Now, you can see my chin. It's definitely oily in here. You know, it's oily in there. I didn't blot my face at all because I wanted to see how this would last throughout the day. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more shiny. I usually don't get shiny in here. And I'm looking right now and I'm very shiny in this area, which typically doesn't happen to me, so that's kind of interesting. It feels very oily. My chin feels so oily, it's crazy. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Do you see how shiny? And it came off, guys. So you can see that. So the claims on this for long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof, yeah, it doesn't say anything about transferring, but yeah, when it starts to get oily, let me see if these parts, yeah, like the sides of my face aren't as oily, but I'm like touching through here, my chin feels like a grease slick. In here it feels very oily. All up here it's very oily. So yeah, this definitely gets oily on me. It might be different on other people, but yeah, guys, so this did last throughout the day. It didn't fade anywhere. So if you have oily skin, I don't know if you would like this, but yeah, it did an okay job. I will probably use this again. This won't be like a go-to foundation for something where I need long wearing. I know it's gonna look good all day, but if I'm like going out for dinner, I want something full coverage, it's gonna look good for a few hours, I think I would go with this. But this isn't long wearing enough for me where it stays good on the face. Throughout the day, it starts to look cakey and it's very noticeable you have foundation on your face. So I will wear this again, just not for something that I need it to look good all day. If you guys have tried this foundation, if you have experienced similar things down below, let me know if you thought yours wore better or worse or anything like that. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys, and I hope you guys have an awesome week. Stay tuned for more videos, by the way. I did go to Walmart and I got I got a couple different eyeshadow palettes and things like that. So like I said, I'm gonna be testing out some more drugstore products, some of the newer releases that I've seen. So stay tuned for that, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. All right, thanks, bye.